see Dakshinamurti in this side of the temple. So you know this is south. On each side of the temple there are Devakulikas, mini shrines like this. The east facing and west facing shrines all have Somaskanda in them. That is, the shrines facing this way in the back wall, south, have different murtis in them. They all have murtis on the back wall. None of them have lingams. Okay, none of the Devakulikas inside have lingams. Okay, so those murtis in the southern corridor are all Samhara murtis, except one or two exceptions. That is Shiva. 3 of them are Vishnu murtis. The rest of them are Shiva. He is doing some valorous deed. He is killing someone or defeating someone or battling someone, something like that, or doing Gangadhara, etc. This side, Samhara murtis, Anugraha murtis. Besides this, there is also the two centermost, next to the Dakshinamurti. Dakshinamurti is the central panel on this side, and there is a Jalandhara Samhara Murti on this side. Okay. Facing them, the Devakulikas are not small but slightly larger than the regular Devakulikas. The one on this side has Brahma, the one on that side has Vishnu. Okay. All the others are the Samhara Murtis, Nadagra Murtis. And the ones facing this Dakshinamurti on this side, ones facing the Jalandhara Samhara on that side alone have Brahma and Vishnu on each side. Okay. So this is an overview of the architectural layout of the temple. The temple has a detailed inscription on its pattigai, that is in granite. The floor of the temple is in granite, the pattigai is in granite, everything else is in sandstone, and its temple has seen a lot of attempted renovations and modifications, and most of them, some of them are really bad, some of them are like the Mukteshwara, Matangeshwara restorations we saw, some of them are like the Vaikuntha Perumal temple, some of them are not restored, some not damaged, so a lot of the original beauty of the temple still remains in the most part. One extra feature is the Nandi Mandapam. You can see the Nandi Mandapam is very far this side, and there is 4 pillars, but it is not covered. Whatever is the Nandi may not be original, later period, but the base and the pillars seem to be of Pallava because there is sandstone. And then there is also a small temple tank here. We don't know if it is original. Okay. This temple was called Rajasimha Pallaveshwara Graham by Rajasimha himself. The temple in front is called Mahendra Parmeshwara Graham by inscriptions on the 2 sides of the stairs. So that is the overview of the temple itself. The temple has a very long history. Because that temple became famous, Parameshwara Vinnagaram became famous as Vaikuntha Perumal temple, and it is Vaikunthanada inside. So no surprise it is, though officially its name was Parameshwara Vinnagaram. Because the Moolavar was Vaikunthanada, it's no surprise it is called a Vaikuntha Perumal temple. Most towns in Tamil Nadu have a Kailasanada and a Vaikuntha Perumal temple. Kailasa is the abode of Shiva, Vaikuntha is the abode of Vishnu. So no surprise that though this king called it Rajasimha Pallaveshwara and that person called it Parameshwara Vinnagaram, this temple acquired the name of Kailasanada temple and is famous by that name. That you have the quick overview of this. My suggestion is look at a couple of these inscriptions here and then look at a couple of the sculptures on the back walls of these small shrines, because by the time we come out we won't even think about them. So if you look at them now, when we go inside we'll see the rest of the temple and appreciate it.